Inti, and the Mamaka Bicho. And you bring Mam Sham Yami and show be Kevin Taylor and Amaba. The whole Ghana Ubia Shemi, the whole Ghana Ubia Tiemi, the whole Ghana aha no krenwo no jandam dabi. Se sebio ope jandam only be also called jandam the continuous lies. Ebi obi wo the first time I join ye. I said, there be jandam, there be jandam. Jandam ne say, nipe bi abo mutimu say, atro, omo betumi aka atro amana dane no kre. Inti at this point, you know, so obi aka cho say oye tro for otumi dane tro e ma de be dane no kre. Why do you waste your time on a liar? So with me, I know every sensible, intelligent Ghanaian will never fall for atro. No. Atro can be said in so many ways and continuously for a long time. You might even think say atro no kre, especially in 2025, where people can use computer to do a lot of things, edit and do stuff. Inti Jandam is not here. We have killed Jandam. It is a when you're ready to be in Ukraine. It's better you go out there and listen to Jandam because I had here Ukraine NIA di ewaha de ba yen ye di ade ne nam ye di asempa na bo 24-hour economy. So you can see our caption, NPP uses Wontumi to test their popularity. And that is what the NPP, they are doing now. The chairman, tweet. Jimmy chairman, Wontumi and the Bema left. And I left. Sebio, a year, now you social left, no? Me catch chairman Wontumi a year, 2, 3, 4 years ago, say NPP fui, you sa boa, but he thought I was lying. Chairman Wontumi is not intelligent. It's a I'm catch a gun of what say, Jimmy need to minyeska. Jimmy ni etuminyeska. So we could tell Ghana, we should not see that person as intelligent. Of we be etuminyeska. And the second question, pay be etumifu abodwe. Jimmy ni be etumifu abodwe. Inti so we could tell it does not necessarily mean say nipa ni nimnyansa. No, it does not work like that. So say you oko hu aketia na ni mefuwi a enchese aketia no ne hu da bi aketia nti o se ne mefuwi. Inti do not use money in Ghana to equate somebody's intelligence. No, Chairman Wontumi, I have said over and over so many years, I say, guy named Jimmy, now you know what form. Mekacha say he's on the line of a BB, I remember Semeka, a many people will take offense, but he's on the line or to say Kufuado Agoveka crack. It is Chairman Wontumi has always never been smart. They have always used him, they have always fooled him, they have always used him to do their things. I am not surprised. I'm here. I'm exciting. I'm somebody who is very lovable. I'm somebody very attractive, very presentable gentleman, you know, who marries a very beautiful woman. And every woman's taste, the machine too is very strong. It is not. So, you know, say that is how it works here. So it has always been like that. It has been good quality presentation. No emotional trauma attached to it. It's always been about a year speaking on the issues. Enti gidi bia no bibia nsi bi enko bibia na Kwame Nkrumah kro agi independence kro mokuno na dia bia na betumesi bibia nsi enko bibia enko bibia ha ne te yankini ewo Ghana na wo ya nyina TV ase enko bibia edede ya ba ne aba ya ne control bibia de ebeka se nsina na si. John Dramani Mahama is the president of the Republic of Ghana. Mr. President, good evening. This is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. I know you really appreciate me very well, and I appreciate you too because you're a man of your word, and I will always protect and defend you. It's very, very important as a man. You need to have principles. So can so bema and now you're pinini and now you're kora now on can okra or brabono eyebasa. Debiano kaseya utimi now person ubiaje wotro die. That is what we call demonic incarnation. And no eye hunhum bia yedo. Inti uhumisano adikodienti nipa dome amanfo pema asem na say I stick to the principles. Meka we no anam gina so mendane ma no. Aha, menya jandam into from asema etumi de boko e de osoro ahimemu. Be very, very careful about people who lie about people. People can really lie to make it look like it is the truth. And to be very careful out there, especially people who are professional liars. If you want to employ professional liars, I can give you a CV. Again, I koswa esi amse Kevin Taylor. Again, esi. I'll control me contract 42 years. Be jinem. Be bian see Ghana no be jina be koye. Problem no day anywhere. Problem wa for Jesus. I want to babu. When you're broken heart aquantena or problem with oba ko eye mamefi. A hono mo solve our problem no. Na Ghana problems ni dia Jack ni bring yes over Ghana no. So about problem aquantena a hona able to solve a problem. Kevin Taylor. Me catch them say imrebi beba. The NPP will leave John Mahama, they will come after me. And you see, I am happy the NPP they have seen it early. Aqua chest there. Aye. There the day. Okay. My bar man to me was so we aqua chest there. Now there fe my bar man to me aqua bo. Now me catch them say when power changes, me catch them say NDC be win elections. Me catch them say NDC be win elections in the Free Ashanti region. Me catch them say NDC be turn Ashanti region upside down and make it their stronghold. Me catch them say John Mahama will win the elections. And I me catch them say Ghana elections, there is no way a NPP for over 40%. In court to catch them so many times. And there it is here. And I me catch them say we are building a firewall around John Mahama. And that firewall, the NPP at the end of the day, I will be their target and not John Mahama. And I'm so happy that I am the NPP target. John Mahama is peacefully working, and that is what I wanted. And that is what is happening. I am grateful for that. Because nobody can penetrate me. Echere Allah, Onyankopon kukuruku, I swear to God, Echere Onyankopon kase monfa Kevin Taylor mu, ba samiti hei, se obetuma fami mu, akọ John Mahama ho. Omutumi kika nsam to so, afi omu hu samfa no de akọ John Mahama, emfa. Mombra mu wase ne chechire man no, enko bebia. Bibia enko bebia, bebia gina ne gina. And you have the right to make noise and shout. And it obey. But chest no. When you do for now, betun cranium. Chest no. Bishop. Untimi nyahoshi enye bibia. Now, more than one bontin one asema befie. Now, Mr. P, I have some few videos we will say a bo. Now, me be some tia say answer the best start show no. What the MPP? Now, the MPP you see, they be an uhuamono. Busa ho say, what makes them a political party? What makes them a political party? So a Ghana near attractive to you. Then what MPP wakono. And I know when you go back a little bit, in the past a little bit, mobe to me astata kan hakmado uso ajeman. Oh, bema wedie, odini huni. Je kufuo, wedie hu bi da obeche bi lamte. We mu die chese, omu di MPP enim no mo bo enim, you could see some people, you could say, oh, these are people you can respect, these are people with something around them. Time na local government minister Sanko Fonya, when they were there, you could see, say, there's some kind of intelligence kakra or party. Now, party is Siwasano, over the whole Ashanti region. Ubusa who say, why in a Kasama omo? Why in a T Ashanti region and the MPP assembly dawa? Ono na ose Ogugem, ono na ose Ochirechim, ono na ose Omagana for Tiasie, ono na Sebio, oya Kasama foa. Sebio odi party nim okwa Ashanti region to mu bi to say Abbas Nuruddin and I say aye Asafo Ejemo omuti radio number kasa when they are explaining stuff, when they are speaking whether in Twi or in English, you can see say their brains work, they know what they are talking about. Now as an party, there are so many things you need to ask, you need to look out for. There are so many things nyoma bebre bi na hu ansa na wa join ku. In fact all wa brochire kwada say opeku join ya and yes sorry I know I can say oh where the equal way the edinia me dent me person be joining. Udin kan busa equal way dear ne man attractive and nipa bebre wum. Omom di ekuo denim no sebio dear na wo mo ho a ema ekuo no sebio eye attractive. Nyansa eda omutim no ekuo na me ko join no emfa so bi beba me so. This is the whole Ashanti region communications director MPP tina say eto abama omo no say wo na be di party nim this almost onye.
Yes, 50 million.
50 billion now more canon. 500 billion. The 500 year MPC at all. You mean yes, canon. MPC at it all. You mean yes, canon. Would you mean a bush your penny? Your tone, Obenya says canon. Eddie John Mahama in Ibrahim. Omukwana was says canon. What you say? It is a year I could to send John Mahama. And then in Ibrahim was said, one first says canon, near to me, would to me. Aside that, I around some Nakoso. The bet my and said, you are from her because you can't hear me. Omanako do more. What you say? The bet my
the MPP now, you start to show no. I'm just trying to get you in the mood to understand why they be because MPP for Jimmy. I know bit baby Kevin Muadie. MPP for 90% Omo Jimmy. And men can't say well because I hate a group of people. I say these things because omo mudi party ni mu no omo ejimi. The MBN say omo mudi echire, they don't understand it. This is the whole Ashanti region. Technically, man, this is so. O2472 NPP or support no. The regional air communications director ni. Kumasi no free. Waban crying. Now you are analyzing the reason why Amekacha Ghana for said there's a problem with that party. There's a problem with the party, and the reason why we came together as a unit, myself, the team that helped me, and other people who independently decided to speak against the NPP government, they were not wrong, because you cannot still hand over the country to such people. I say such people because there are people who cannot think beyond our tribe. They cannot think beyond our party. There's nothing about them that's about them. Say they are intelligent enough for you to put any hope in them to lead a group of people. Inti say but na say me be man say NPP for Jimmy. You need to understand say because the NPP for Jimmy, it is because the people leading the NPP, they are so dumb to the point to say they cannot even direct the party. Sa kokuo we a dear pa no betum ya beka party ho. Ama obi ti sem yaka say party we the air kono. Aban papa ba. And I keep telling Ghana for say aban papa ba. And you be na beka say aban papa ba. Hey, where's the former sports minister? Wako NIB, any attorney general 15 times. We're chuking for rough. Omo demonstration, no. Omo kwe Wontumi demonstration uhuno. Omo be CJ demonstration uhuno. Wako NIB, any attorney general office be 16 times. The former sports minister. Obeko jail. Aye. Ono some person obeko jail. Into a corner some busan question no osum. Wallahi, be dear to a wife. Put in there. Yes, say. Zango foro me say sa kwana owo eye former sports minister no wako attorney general any yoku be 10 times ono on person we go jail into kwana so the show pause. Oh wallahi, you know me, I'm from north. I don't know anything. I was just at the ministry be dey to us 5 years 17 days 17 million wako chukin kofon wa edin wa betene fie. Wakodi nkofo tia kwhye eye bobase ene waye din abetere fie ti se de onte hwe. Now aban papa ba e de na si. De si nyina ne se. Ya se ande ba omia. O de meka wasem. De si nyina ne se NPP aban under Mahamudu Bawumia we are concept man. Under Kennedy Japan concept man. Under eye NPP from penifo ene Akufuado. Yetna krom ha. The sports ministry, they were always owing coaches, owing players. What they did was that sika na amanfo be adwuma o se ti omoka no. Na former sports minister no we di. Na Ekufuado na busuafo no omaji sika no di because they didn't respect anyone. Now there's a new wave. They be ameka che Ghana for say your cost ne ekipi aban we e power for 42 years Ghana na ye pese Daniel Bruchire no Ghana no betuma Daniel Bruchire no. And Kofi Adams or sports minister why ye Adesurum Kumbi. What has he done? The Ministry of Sports and Recreation has officially settled 900,000 outstanding salary arrears owed to current and former coaches of the Black Stars since 2020. Since 2020, Sika Kono, George Boateng, Waibium, Fatao Dauda, Otuado, all the coaches of mobile from 2020. Now the Danko Ekufuado, any NPP before they didn't pay them. Na ekaya dio momuntia. Otuado kwa near the kabe $340,000. Your former coaches are na under NPP. Almost to credit close to 68,000. I saw the list. Coaches, this coach Gabi Ocheda, Mr. Gentleman, your friend is saying, Coach here, the team white here, Gabi Ocheda, because ye Jimmy, UK phone and Nimbo. Obi otini baby so a class teacher said yo yetiama Gabi yarifo we kotama kwa ne bre say ain sa ko de UK ne brofo e dentiamfo e kwasiafa e de Black Star mano obegina touchline before the folding arms e be keka brofo kire Nicaragua fo e ma Nicaragua fo nti brofo nti Obukako to omo na omo ti radio so ai and the coach ya obedie Gabriel Chidako de baye ye so free UK ye the Chris Hilton ye hu da ball wo and the coach we na san kwase asem ni nyina ekoso Ghana Gabriel Chidako go for Chris Hilton baye and on Chris Hilton tina UK and omo ka omo asem no baye and omo bebu ye na omo gi esika Chris Hilton baye waba begina eye touchla pocket ye ko ka asem on tichi ye busa the question a ontumi nchirem kuma se for journalist for ontumi busa the question if it's a question akobusa ye brofo akweso ntitwi itebede no akobusa no brofo ene ye de ti kuma se na din ene nyame beye ene black star de ene deda ayo oni ni Jordan ayo omum ye na asa team no because ye ntumi fa brofo busa Chris Hilton brofo Chris Hilton tuba kuma se sports stadium ontumi nhye ne ye hye black star ye ntumi fa brofo busa no question ti dia ye ne say hwehwema ne ahwetani baako hwe dede ayo ntumi nkobrika hwe Jordan ayo eyankofo ya o omo begu black star nim e na mo say black star na asema wo se ebusa coach no okwa abrochire dia bobo owia na team lose ya coach na answer questions and as a captain and coach kokasa answer questions and so Ghana de Kumase say NPP say black stars lose pe na sports journalist Kumase no wa switch yango hwe player say bi de nim ha player ye 10 year yempe na asem player on jersey player on be ye player sebio on the fufuo na yemfo ya asem kogu no so instead say omo be rush akọ a conference room na omo put your questions before Chris Hilton no Chris Hilton nti enka twi nti embusa ne questions so nti omo ba Monday na you say omo ni say oh Jack coach ni dey on dey na why sometime ani Joe like omo ti Kumase omo di fufuo yo na coach dey so nya hwe ade dey say enye enim team ni na enye kobusa coach ni brofo kobusa coach ni kototo na no na tie coach ni dey wona adwenim na be kire bu kire ne Karagwa for omugu PZ no omu ntimi nya saa nti de omu ye ne se na omu pe obi eblem no na omu pe dede ayi we blem no na omu pe eye den na omu pe eye Jordan ayi we blem no nti de omu ye se omu blem sankofo ni nyina wi a na coach na was question the credibility and his competence no na coach na femu ko nti Gabi kofa eye class teacher ba na yente brofu nti na Chris Hilton gina touchla na pocket na or two apaza na or left and right na oba ni ebogum yes ai na players ni mo modern and yakofa enkwara totofia afia and enkwara we de omunim hwe coach na so question no question the coach why are we losing you were brought in to win the games I cannot make the tactical decisions I cannot change players I cannot say Kudus Boha Dede Boha you have the expertise that is why we are paying you this amount of money so why are we not winning. And so in Nicaragua sports presenters, soccer presenters, the omo say, omo yi omo ni, nom da ko jina dede ayo, nom da ko jina Jordan ayo, nom da ko jina ntafo nom wo team nim because ntafo nom nche jersey. Kudus na becha kakra, Jordan ono ma jersey. Dede ayo ono mbe yi. Dede ayo ono di ochi ngodi fufuo. Dede ayo ono ambo academy. Intuntu meka say, me nua no, na me no na ko Kumase aka. Dede ayo onko kuma aka. Wanko enye wanko so for lie. Inti wenya sa den de, or the best dede ayo. It is see what we need to do right now and say this government is showing some maturity. E bin see that in the history of Ghana, say aban bi aba na aban no arrears a daho eke daho aban no in less than 5 months we yi $900,000 we chiasa eke right now the FA we have a clean sheet to run the Ghana football which is the Black Stars. This is what we call a nyansafo aban aba. This is what you call a nyansafo ne di wuso. NPP nkwasiafo we be di muso 8 years. NPP nkwasiafo we ebedi Ghana so 8 years. And na omudi nkwasiasem diska. Yeah, all African games. Bedi etuo yire ebe nu aduane 17 days, 17 million. Asem ebesi no. Muhu chema wontumi asem we dey say swa. Chema wontumi issue we a ekoso no. Esakura enye case. Case ebeba no esoche dan we o. Case ebeba no esoche menhia. Case ebeba no. Okay, thank you very much team. Case na ebeba no. Akese eba o we ye nketwa. Enti mo dede bi ya mo keep it in there because mo dede ye more. Enti what we are seeing today is what we have been fighting for. Campaign, any message, any de no cry. You did protected John Mahama and NDC for 8 years. Somebody winning power. Now, this is what we are campaigning for. And we are seeing the fruits of Ejuma. So I am proud of the minister. I am proud of John Mahama appointing this man to lead the ministry. I hope he goes on. He monitors the Black Stars. It shouldn't just be soccer. And that is the mistake we make all the time. The minister, you are in charge of Ministry of Sports and Recreation. I want your concentration to be on cold soccer. Let your concentration go down. The under 12 games, the under 14 games. That is where you need to pump majority of the money. Don't put the money in the Black Stars. Black Stars, you're from now on. There are millions of people who want to play for Black Stars. Intendano, you're from as a player. That's how you say you are not ready to play for the Black Stars. Stay home. I want the sports minister to pump the money into cold soccer and women football. Because over America, their women national team, they have won more medals. They have won World Cups. They have won more than the American men's team. It means when you pump money into the female soccer, and mass soccer, any cold soccer now, you are not necessarily neglecting the Black Stars, but at least you are securing your future as a nation when it comes to soccer. I want the sports minister to look more down there, to look at juvenile soccer, to look at the intercolleges. They need to look at the juvenile soccer. They need to look at the female games, the female league, pump money in there. And Mbani League, put money in there. Let the women's league be the same as the men's league. Let the women's league play the same time the men's league are being played. Meaning, near Wamba Liga, not omubo first and San and Bemani game number. We should be able to join the women's league with the men's league. So game number start at 3 o'clock. The game should start at 1. And Mbani game can be played and the men's game can be played from 3 or 4 o'clock. This is how the FA should sit down. Ghana game and you necessarily say born for 3 p.m. We can play Ghana games at 4 p.m. What you can do is that move the women's game from 1 to 3 and the Ghana's and Mema game from 4 to 5 or whatever. So that is what you need to make changes. Let us go to a stadium and watch 2 games. Yanshan Mani game and Yanshan Bemani game at the same time. When we are covering the games, we are covering Mbani game and Mbemani game. That is what we do. And also pump money in disability sports. Because Usha Black Stars and the disability team of Ghana in all fields, Paralympic, they have won more medals than the Black Stars. So, idea say, Black Stars, we should take it away. Disability for all levels. When they go to Olympics, they win more medals than Ghana for Black Stars. I have no problems with the Black Stars, but this is the time we have to spread the money. Majority of the money should go down there. It should not stay up there. For some people who are already professional players, making millions of dollars, taking our money again. Pate is already rich. Dede Ayew is already rich. Jordan Ayew is already rich. Black Star players are already making good money. They have been making money. They have done their investment. They should not be the thing say more. And the Black Star crank out born and came out 4,000 cries. Okay. Black Stars and our Black Stars a bonus of $5,000. It should be enough. And there's a Black Star and your bonus should not be over $5,000. It should be enough. What do you need? We are calling you for a national assignment. We need to push the money down there. Paralympic sports, juvenile soccer, women's league. Momian joining women's league with the men's league. Obabi owa ofie, oni ni kuru na ofie, ne niji soccer. But Sunday no, ni kuru kwa because ball. There's something that is going to make that woman want to go to the stadium and watch. We don't necessarily have to start our game at 3. We can start the game at 1. Mbani bebo from 1 to 3 near upon the same field, and Beman betwa from 4 to. We can do that. We should be able to do that. This is not rocket science. Let's look at things again. Mumia assessing your mabium because we are leaving the female soccer behind, the grassroots soccer. We are leaving it behind. Obuase. And yeka Ghana, the best sports facilities in Ghana, it was Obuase. Yani at our age in Obuase, at age 9, 10, 11, na amanfoko pool, could swim Olympic pool mu. People were playing golf. People were playing badminton. Young people were playing tennis. People were playing hockey. Was only in Ghana and a young man at the age of 10, 12, 13, 14 who is playing tennis, who is playing squash, who is playing soccer. Anglo-Gold Ashanti, AGC Nkwana younger soccer academy. So what we experience when we are young, 90% of the people in Ghana did not experience. You can't 4 blast dada bisa na your boss na wo. Yeka full blast that a bisa. Near your boss in your. We went through this. So we have been there. We know how it feels like. We need to bring the whole thing down. Let the younger, the grassroots feel the Ghana talent. Let us go bring it from down. Ni enjoy BBR Black Stars. BBR Black Stars. They are Black Queens are Black Stars in Yebi. What kind of nonsense is that? So, Mr. Minister, really look at the Premiership first. Make sure the ladies' league and the men's league, the professional league, they should all be played on the same day. Some games can be played on Saturdays. Some games can be played on Sundays. The idea of playing the women's league in a different day and playing the men's league on a different day, it is killing the women's league. Join the women and men's league. Let the games all be played the same day. Let people be able to go to the field, to the park, and enjoy women's league and men's league. Let people go there and see a package. Let people go there and enjoy. Let people go there and see different talent. We cannot always go and watch Asante Kotokone House of Folk. We should also go and watch their ladies' clubs. We should also go there and build that excitement. Please, Mr. Minister, this is not a plea. This is basically an instruction. Yes, this needs to be done. Because so this has to be done. With all due respect, Mr. Minister, put team together and let them look into this. The issue is, so we study the NPP as a political party. As a Ghanaian, sometimes you need to take a step back. When you take a step back, then you ask questions and say, make NPP who? Now, NPP are making who? They be NDC for air day. NDC for air day, di matem. NDC for air coming in. NDC for air coming in. I didn't know di matem, sir. Party we are made them home domain, they be di matem. I didn't. A day na party na yentia, they be di attempt here young crass for na yentumin for or minor and shayensa. It is because the NPP as we speak today has no leadership. Mameka be been wrong. The NPP, they were not ready to go into opposition. There are a lot of people who are going to go to jail. There are a lot of MPs who will go to jail. There are a lot of people in their leadership who will go to jail. And let me tell you, there are so many of them, about 80% of them they have been going to the Attorney General's office, they have been going to Yoko, and they have been given a statement. Chairman, people were called, people decided to give information so that they will not go to jail. So don't sit there and say, party where your party be, you have to go and fight for the party. No. Party no more before you drew Chairman Wontumi asem so a make sure the reason why it's here and the Ghana no Ghana ni bia wadwini ye adwuma wonim nyansa no you should not even think of say you are speaking for the NPP or thinking of even see Chairman Wontumi asem no say Chairman Wontumi ho ye omobo dabi Chairman Wontumi enisa no ho ye obi a omobo e wo Ghana and enwumbre o hwe me free NIB office omo TV bi o de ato loud silence o hwe me anadwi Chairman twetwe enisa ho ye obi amobo e wo say wo jail twetwe e wo say yare bo na wo jail if you say boni a wedi boni a sebio yokofu ehu a obogina so se wedi a ende ya mo wa kwahye no sa bono no senke e bono TV so anka Ghana fo nyina besu ewia ketekete enti I am dedicating this episode to Twetwe Chairman wo Twetwe our NIB office obehwe me throughout untumi na ende amanfo na oni omubodwuma sebio na mo sense ase Lands Commission kra release statement say wo ye gala no sa ankofo ni nyina omosaso omu nyina bekom. We are not done. This is just the beginning. Ghanaians should not be MPP don't be too excited. Now, this is a story I want to talk about and a first story of the day. The President of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama Kasa. And again, John Mahama Aka. Team, stay with me. I have one eye tonight. Yeah. The issue is the President of the Republic, or Ghana, and Sibiu or Bontwa in 2029 say or da Ghana for us to occur region by region. And Sibiu or Bontwa so also adwenkyere and Oshia him for mo ka omasa mo kire no ene ono so no adwenepo a eya opese odema Ghana fo no ode fa so e de aka kire Ghana fo se dwuma mo de hye mensa no bosome enum nie dwuma no ekoso enti saa dwuma na mo de hye mensa no se bibi nkoyi a me bonto a me damase no mo fa ntom anim na me hu se ebia me be hye ebobi na ebia ida se ebo no me nyandi so ana me di so na se bia me di so no ebia enkontem ana se bia mu ni se mu adwene po ana adwene kire bia mo besa mo de ka ho na ema dwumade na medi no dwumade no esini na so a enti eno na John Dramani Mahama, the president of the Republic, owa a nanim te a onim nyansa and the obol to e Ghana. Now John Dramani Mahama can say me or say we are partnering with the private sector to establish a cashew processing factory in the Bono region. Interne John Mahama ewura eye Bono region okoda nananom eye Bono fo nyina se ewo abakesi amoto edi NDC eba aban mu ehwe nyankopɔ enim epamo NPP nkwasiafo di fira aban mu se ye pese omanu tumpon no o se oda eye Bonofo ase na wewu se Bonofo eye nkofo bi a obo pekua yo pa na oba Ghana asase asebio eye from sebio odua enuaba wo so a efuntam anase enyini ntam na etumi eso ntam a untumi nyi ebono asase no emfiri ho. In fact Ghana ankasa no week in tampo side or sebio we bono na omoda bia na enyini ne kase bono the basket the food basket of this nation. It John Mahama call no say asempaba na de waka che bono fo no say eye na aban ene ankorankora ebeka omutira bom na omoba be si eye cashew plant processing plant a sebio ebinsi Ghana hada kakraka sebio edi edwuma ebeba bono mamu na sa eye insawoso a eye NDC aban ene ankorankora dwumadie anase companies ebedi no omode eye processing plant na eba bono na ekuafo amwo bono a omudua cashew asebio yedua wi a yentumi enye hu adwuma emfa sebio eye de value enka ho tumi kwa brochire enton ema sikamba yensem no ende or the processing plant ni bi ba yakasa processing plant a me nananom ne menuanom ne bi ewo bono a omubusa se na de na Kevin Ken John Mahama ka processing plant na ene den PZ for ebi te obusa Kevin de wa ba yo be kirikirem magirem mu wi amudi matam ananta be kumu mu bi a mudi matam processing plant ni nyina ne se yedua cashew na wie no aya na yenhyeda enya bebi a yede bekọ na cashew no yedi hu dwuma ama sebio obi broni be se value na kosoro on se enuabebu a wutwa ebehia se ebefa mfidiem na efa mfidiem no de ma edwuma no eye den ma saa enuaba no sebio enya value anase ema ne bo no kosoro no se yentumi ndi saa edwuma na aya na edin se ekuafo no kro obudua no ombenya ho faso na Ghana fo eye oman kese na yeso pese ton no enya ho faso eni John Mahama se omo ni eye ankorankora companies omo wo machines akese eba eye bono abesi eye machine kese wo ho a ende yeti eye de na eye cashew na yede beko ne yedi hu dwuma ya process no na aya ready for the world marketer value ba beka ho na ma menkyere o benefit a eye ekuafo a omo bono no omo benya afri eye den eye sa processing plant a eye John Mahama aban we ene ankorankora ebeka mutire bom esini kese pa e obono na de besini say value addition refining a product no what you get is you get value addition. Enti se eye cashew no se mutwa na se bia moton no e man kofo bia mo betu firi mu ho e bia 1 cedi a the moment your processing plant no now wo ekuani na uya cashew no se bia wo bo no bekosoro every say saa sika na nipa ne to firi o ka say oh e wo se meto e wo se me kopepa ho e wo se me koye sei ansa na betuma ton no ye ni nyina wo Ghana enti wo ekuani no eni kire de bia John Mahama ka say ye hia eye indokuo se bia cooperatives mo amudua cashew ewo bono no ewo se mo start eka mo hu bom na mo beye akese se ne beye a mutwa cashew na mo ton ama aban processing plant ne ankorankora dwumedie na omo ba betie nim na ebema mo bo na akosoro enti John Mahama aban na dinka ka kire bono ekuafo se sa wonko utwa cashew na sa wo yesa wonko akoton a ebo na wo benya no wonya ne kese sa na emom sa mo ye indoboa na so moye 200 na mo nyina mo twa cashew no na mo nyina mo we mo cashew sa mo de baaye obi de 10 kilos obi de 1 kilo obi de 7 kilos a ye nim se ne etie mo nyina mo wie na mo ka ni nyina abo ano na mo de ko eye processing plant ni mu a de aye ne se ema eye ebo na mo to no mo no omoto ebo a ewo soro inti se plant no eba fie so a de aye ne se eye cashew no sebio ema eye value beka ho Emma cashew na abai so koton abontene no emma ebo ne kosoro into the moment aye na edua cashew no ye hu se aban atuma otumi ton ye wa abroche efri say processing plant no ama value na kosoro no yenso ekuafo de tumi tu yabuom. It's all about value addition. In the John Mahama create opportunity. Ama mu kuafo na moya cashew no sebio daache no mu betumi edi cashew ebo no akosoro. Every say munim senia abanji cashew ni from ha. Juma odifa ho senia o prepare no senia o clean it up senia value no ekọ abrochira etie. Inti abasa na mu betumi ahwe ho edi aton eye ade den eye cashew no edi ama aban. In the samu ye kuafo na mo obono a ebe yin se mu nyina maka mu abom na maye kuokuo ana ye frɛ no cooperatives no na afa maka buti abom na mo twa bo cashew no na mo twɛn aban eye John Mahama aban aye aban pa no omo se omo pese omo so eye cashew growers asene me sure se mate ase e me sure se PZ fo no so a mo hwɛ me a mo pese mo bekom krom akoye ekuadwuma enya sika de abehwɛ fie na sebio mu bi mo no red no mo nko eye kuru efie mo a moya bonofo a mote asantememu a sebio mote PZ a mo num ndubone a sebio ndubone a mo num no red no mu bi no embo am no ene John Mahama se okosi cashew plant wo bono mo nko fie mo nananom won saase mo papa nom won saase mo nko ye kuadwuma na sebio saa eye initiative aban de ba no mo betuma free red dim mo PZ fo ni bia mo free bono sebio nya mo nyina na mo ya asantefo bonofo na mo gu PZ na mo num red ese mabrabo no mo nko fie na efie ye chen bebi amote no na monko ye ekuadwuma na cashew processing ana cashew farm no enkosoro eye futu amede mamo embema ni bia eye mmaba ewa na amugu PZ na mumu bi mu ya bonofo amonom red mumu yenjudwam. All right, now the next story is this. Mami way, I keep telling Ghana for say oye beifo. The reason why they be say Jane Mensa e beifo ne say beifo and a sebio ye body tuja. Upon the issue of Ghana nyina no, sa beifo we an adwene say enya de obe resign it, which is fine. It is fine. Now, this is what we are seeing now from the Electoral Commission. Easy for say omunya police or so many police for tenase. What kind of story now? EC police hold talks ahead of Ablekuma North result declaration. Jemensa on the boss Masari Kwasiampe yina omuti EC one mono. They have tried about 7 times to say eye Ablekuma abana yeto ye no omube declare results no. But let me tell you for a fact. Jemensa any EC no, they are blaming the police and saying say omunya total protection from the police and it no to mean declare election results. Eye Ablekuma eye seat no. Mameka bincho. Ablekuma North seat no. The Electoral Commission, the intention was to declare it for NPP. Jane Mensa, Bosman Asari, they knew that the NPP person had lost the elections. And they know till now. Now, the reason why they could not declare the elections, they were not sure. They did not expect, say, the NDC will win power. Now, the manipulations they did no, a better point to be at, it is making it difficult for them as EC directors or the returning officers of Ghana elections, to declare the winner of the elections. As we speak, Jane Mensa and the EC, they cannot tell us they have the original pink sheets to declare Ablekuma North elections. Because deliberately, they told the NPP candidates not to bring a pink sheet. And the EC itself deliberately decided to ban the pink sheet. Because now NPP nini wini. Now they are stuck. They are stuck because they know, say, if they try to come out and declare the elections for the NPP candidate, which they know lost the elections, there's going to be a lot of chaos. So now, every single day, see a person say, oh my, the result of Ablekuma North, or see, oh, yeah, police protection. Every single day, ya to abewie 5 months ni, you declare Ablekuma North. Ask yourself why. Because I know the IGP, as we sit now, the police have always been on standby. The military have always been on standby. But Jane Mensa always uses the police as an excuse. And every single day, Biano, oh, we want to talk to the police. Can we be given air? Can we be given air protection? Obwa. They don't know how to announce the election results. And at this point too, she cannot go back and say, Yankoto Abani Biem, because he knows, or she knows, say, the NDC won the Ablekuma North seat. And she's stuck in the middle. And you see, and I keep telling Ghana for say, and I keep telling this government, you see, I know Bibeka say, oh, NDC ba power no, this is the Electoral Commission. There are people who voted. There are people who are still paying taxes. There are people who need a representative to represent them in the Parliament of Ghana. It is not their doing that they don't have a member of Parliament. Their job as citizens is to follow the law, is to pay their taxes and vote. Now, they have done all these things as citizens. It is left with the Electoral Commission, who has been given the mandate to conduct elections and pronounce the winner. So at this point, who is supposed to be sacked? Who is the incompetent one? Who is not supposed to even come? Because when we give you a job, we expect you to produce answers or results. Yamawe Juma said, your only job as the EC, Jane Mensah and Bosman Asare, is to conduct elections, declare the results, and walk. For 5 months, if an electoral commission is still asking for protection, abroad till date, no electoral officer from the Electoral Commission headquarters have been attacked or has been attacked, then it means it's a deliberate move by the EC not to declare the elections. And I believe, say, if Jane Mensah is not going to declare the elections, the president needs to be petitioned that she cannot do her job, and then she needs to be sacked. This alone, for her refusing to declare the elections, because you cannot tell me it is because of security protection. The police on several occasions, Okatakyie Jane Mensah EC said, they are ready and willing to provide all the necessary protection. But every single day, Jane Mensah EC forum, they try to create an impression, say they are sitting in turmoil. The reason why they cannot declare the elections is because the math was done. The manipulation was done. They knew they were going to hand over the elections to the NPP candidate. Now that ambassador, they are finding it difficult because they don't have the real numbers to prove, say, the NPP candidate won the elections. Because now when they declare the elections, the question will be, say, where did you get the numbers? There isn't even the original pink sheet to declare the elections from. So how are you declaring the elections? If you don't have the original pink sheet, how do you go ahead to declare elections? It means you are declaring the elections for the wrong person. Now, if the EC wants to be transparent enough for people not to have issues with her and her dog called Bosman Asaria, that for the past 5 months, the EC should or could have said, say, they don't want any chaos because Yatuaba, not Kevin Taylor winnie. The people who voted for Kevin Taylor, they will still come back and vote for Kevin Taylor. So what is preventing Jane Mensah from conducting another election at Ablekuma North, which is more easier, which will take less than 24 hours, which will take less resource? What is stopping her? Because at this point, there's too much controversy about who won and who lost. So if there's too much controversy, if there are issues with pink sheet, if people are saying they won and they didn't win, what do you have to do? To prevent the chaos and prevent people from attacking each other, go to the basics and reconduct the elections at Ablekuma North. What is stopping her? What is stopping her is that before the elections, they had already taken money. They had already made plans that the election is for Ablekuma North MPP candidates. So I believe, say, the woman is not qualified to fill this position. Over the years, election biawa conduct biano, she has not been able to basically conduct the elections to the level we have always wanted. We saw Charlotte say, we saw Afarijan. We have seen elections conducted in a smooth, fluid manner. Election bia Jane Mensah and Bosman Asare ehedi biano. There's been chaos. The people have been shot. The declaration has been, as we speak today, there are so many seats that have been declared, all because the electoral commissioner is not capable. She's not competent. So, answer to this problem is simple. There are two things. Either the EC conducts new elections or Ablekuma North, or we petition the president for the EC to be sacked based on her incompetence. Because you see, the EC has failed on all fronts. 7 elections, 7 constituencies as we speak today. As we speak, they have not been declared. How do we live? How do we move on as a nation? And it has all been hijacked by this witch. Oko kanasem ayesi en kanasem adentira ne busuani ne eye bola bed. Maame na waka nanim esi se bola bed no Rebecca Ekufuado. Ekufuado de ba ye or NPP for nipa itima me en kanasem. This woman is being paid for not working. Jane Mensah, Bosman Asare, they are being paid for not doing any job. Because a government worker and a co office and for 5 months, what they is expected of them, they have not been able to deliver. Why are we still supposed to keep that person there? If for 5 solid months, 7 constituencies, declaration has not come, then we don't need these people at the Electoral Commission. Because for 7 months, Jane Mensah, Bosman Asare, and those idiots have been drawing salaries. We have been paying them their full salary. We have been paying taxes. They have been taking the taxes. They have been taking care of themselves. As we speak today, they have not been able to deliver. So why is this witch still at the EC? So there are 2 things we should do. It's either the EC redo the elections, reorganize the elections, or we petition the presidency that this woman cannot do the job. Because 5 months, 6 months, 7 electoral areas. Yatia, omuni MPs, 7 constituencies, omuni MPs. How can we move forward as a nation? How can we as a people, how can we move forward? Into a petition needs to be sent to the presidency. We need to petition the president and tell the president, you know something, apart from the breaches, contractual breaches, and the scandals, the woman herself, the woman and Bosman Asare, the 2 people have not been able to deliver. Intiga Jomama ba power. Obetina power yi. Onwa onye adwuma bia onwa de okan ye onye ebu ba akokra na 5 months your mama to Jubilee House or na yetua ne ka e call the statement anka dia asem na obeka. Do you know how much Jane Mensah takes every month? Do you know how much salary Bosman Asare takes every month? Do you know how much these people are paid every single month? They are taking millions of Ghana cedis. So why are we making these people waste our money, not doing the job, and we still entertaining these fools? And anytime I catch a Ghana for say, Jane Mensah, Bosman Asare, these MPP surrogates are supposed to leave. Ablekuma North. Now, to be very fair, to be very honest, 7 constituencies won't be declared. Why don't you just come out and tell Ghana for say, you know something? I've not been able to declare 7 constituencies. I want to do a rerun. That's all. That's all. What is so difficult about that? 7 constituencies, they are in contention. I cannot declare them. I want us to redo the elections there. It is simple as that. What is stopping her from doing that? 7 solid constituencies. You can just release a statement one day and say, you know something, I don't want any of these constituencies to have some contention and some misinformation surrounding whoever has won or lost. I want these 7 constituencies, I want us to rerun the elections again. Because the people who voted in these constituencies, they are still alive. They have not gone anywhere. They are still in Ghana. They have seen whatever is happening. And if they are willing to vote, why don't you give them the opportunity to go back to the ballot, go back to the polls and vote? Why are we sitting there entertaining this woman and this group of issues? The reason is they don't have the original pink sheets. They don't have it. And we saw a video of the returning officer telling Ghana for say, there is no original pink sheet at Ablekuma North. If there's no original pink sheet, then you don't need to ask for protection. You need to rerun the elections because so asking for protection, it does not change the fact to say the election have been tainted. It's Jane Mensah. It is not about protection we need. It's about you conducting a clean, clear election again. The returning officer now, Odi anymore, compile all the results or say the pink sheets are missing. So why are we still sitting here asking for protection? Protection to declare an election that is not conclusive? Protection to do what? Protection to cause more chaos? Because Nipana or Gada results in say, Pepani Gada in Hanson, Ebiaira. It does not matter the protection you want from the police. It does not matter the military coming. It's about how diligent and how transparent the election is. Right now, the election, Ablekuma North, any other constituencies, it has been tainted. No amount of protection and a big cleaning election up. So the only way we all will have clear conscience to live in Ablekuma North is to rerun that elections, is to go back and do the elections again and conduct the elections again and count and then declare who won Ablekuma North. How difficult is this? Adewe dene di wom and the Jemensa before way Jimmy way NPP for betena so en kwasiasem Jemensa move what is a Traore na soldier forecast 30 the chi kwasiafo way. They are basically not better than teachers in Ghana. Jemensa and Bosman Asare omunya better than police form nam Ghana. They are not better than nurses in Ghana. They are not better than any civil servant. En kwasiafo way are the same civil servant. We treated Jemensa to say oya nyankopon. Kwasiasem no te Ghana hana na odi. Ombe gura box mukwana on my answer who won the elections in 2020. Kwasiaba Weka said she's not going to do it. And we got people at the Supreme Court protecting this criminal. Now we have gotten to that point where she needs to do her job. She's not doing the job. And already Jimmy to and yes so because Ghana for we are timid. I'm going to say is in your treasure to mudadada because this woman is not doing shit. And we are paying her money. We are giving her money. Nebati American or bought drugs. Kwasiaba and yetiana Ghana for mbadi eduane kura obi bedi kroje bindi. Or the neba to America. And an neba cars. And an ebanity hostel. And an ebanity America eco school. And on kwasiano we're holding call for life. We're holding call for life at a standstill. And yet Ghana and yaka say nyaminti. Obi Jimmy ye Jimmy ana. This lady will mess this country up. Let's get rid of her as the EC boss. Mompamono. She is not supposed to be sitting there. Bossman Asari or another foolish fool. They can do the job. Let's get rid of these dumbheads. These are people home for 8 years. Why are we still entertaining them? We don't need any declaration under security. We need a rerun. 7 constituencies now we need a rerun. Go and conduct new elections. NPP we know winning. NDC we know winning. Nobody are going to fear. Because to date, as Menotiano, nobody believes any of the results out there. The best thing to do is come clean the slate. Let's go back, do the elections again. No bianco fee. Now look at this. And then Friday. The next story is this. Nansen NPP for some jamdam. I say jamdam. Jamdam. You bet my bo jamdam swa. Why you be say no correct? Nansen na ye paying the 1 month for akumim. Jamdam. Who fucking? Now I go share bema or ye be force I jamdamist. And the wo kura nkeye. Obet my go share them. Now we create a story. Do their show. No I catch us on our choice. So nenya na try. I can say now tears nenya sa na tie. Bema or say before ye jamdamist. Don't go there because they were built to be jamdamists. Omutumi jina atroswa be a month. One say ya wukra ye do one atro be di. That is how they are built. Inti jandam ye dangerous. So who should be a jandam ni also body to okuno one time. Because ujai jandam ni 1 month obetuma say kuro. Inti the moment about say way the jumani say jandam no also body trimu to o tetena na jo. Now we say where the jandam no ye osoria jandam wa kan say o tetena ten ala jo no bontima to atwene because sanipa no or a dangerous say bonsam. Inti jandam ya de bia e dangerous. We should not play with jandam. Obi a wizard and a jandamist or a dangerous. The omutumi and say omutumi share that tenase. No maka say be say asimesi. Inti dia ne enye yamfa asem wentu asimesi so. John Mahama, you ever see a good animasi? Yamfa some to John Mahama so. About your way, you best say no. Yamfa because jandamist no, where they derive their inspiration from is from pain. On says so be a before a yaw no dear before. So who con consenia a yaw no dear con consa, a yahoya and dear con consa. Normally, their life is not in a smooth level. Normally, they have failed in life. The things they expect to achieve, no, omuntumi achieve, you know. When they see people achieve there, now abedani beyi. Until when you see a jandamist, their inspiration is drawn from something called hatred and pain. Until idea who and they say somebody is enshrined, somebody believes in their lies and they are jandamist. Sani pano, omu te se before. Obetuma catch us one kasa kwa wunya dipa. Obetuma kan be 6 months. Obetuma jina sa asem so a wo kra ye kan wasa because ampo yesi menya nipa. That is how dangerous jamdam is. Especially jamdam ni oye beifo. Enti nipa sa no na o tete na nadwo. U jamdam is sana o tete na nadwo. Di no akroko no body trimutuo. Tei no agya no ho. Ana wo tete no. Wo tete na sebi wako jina baby otwe abrewa bi akohwe no now they are fam into sa jamdam no more dangerous. You need to kill them. You don't give them space to grow because him one jamdamist obetumi agrumi 500 jamdamist obetuma say kro jamdam ehu and almost started jamdam no you can see clearly how their life is going. Almost share any permanent jobs. Almost share any adebi omo create they can be proud of. There are people almost starting they have done better than them. They don't really have anything they can hold on to and say this is what I have achieved. Into debiana jamdamist for no almost a danger. So when you see somebody who is a jamdamist and a wizard, body trimu tokuno. Now mamenchiro bibi and the NPP for I started a release a year jamdam bi about a year Ghana embassy in Washington DC. Now, Nansay yen a year auditor course for Washington DC Ghana embassy waha. A year the Foreign Affairs Ministry. Who say a year chrono any dream be a course for a year Ghana embassy Washington DC a memo. And a year okujato black or minister. Or yes said yen some minister yes obeshishim. In Tom Shisha Muye no Moon Sadabi, Nipe bi wo embassy wa, omo the embassy no di drum, omo the embassy no ebo chrono, until the minister took action. And let me tell you, Saudi where I see what embassy no, and then start you, it has been a long thing that has been going on at the embassy. This is the first time we have seen a minister decide to say, obe take bold action. Ripping people off. Omo use the embassy no edi wian konfosika our Ghana embassy US, Ghana embassy UK, around the world, Portugal, and Spain no. And then start it has been there for years. The reason why it is new today, NPP for them pen say somebody has come into office and decided say they want to reset the system. Now, Nansia Okujato Blakwa decided say a decision needs to be taken. Our Ghana embassy near making sure say the right thing is done. When people basically send their passports to the embassy will basically take the passport, protect the data, and make sure say whatever services they need to render to the person, such services are 100%. Now, the minister who said sign your man a very important sales here. Recently, and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Kofuaba embassy in Eye NPP for say a black one NDC for Kofa NDC for Ababe Juma embassy war and Nintina Omoka say embassy services in. This should tell you say NPP for ne Jimmy because any NPP for Nkwana Ghana embassy Washington DC. Any NPP for Nkwa and the consulate Ghana's consulate New York City. Any NPP for Nkwa and UK Ghana embassy. Yeni Ghana for ni embassy me last year me ko Jimmy visa and the Kufuado me Jimmy visa Ghana embassy. I know how the process is and the corruption that goes on at the embassy. Say obitina baby can say a black one take a decision way because or person or the NDC for bawa na the we Jimmy to the sense say or say we all don't know the situation going on at the embassy. 99% of Ghana from America, UK, Belgium, Spain, Italy, around the world, they know say the corruption I see in these various embassies, it is high. 99% of Ghana from they are all happy. Say the MP, the minister has taken a decision, has taken a move, and that things have started changing. It is only MPP from Kwana Omajuni say. Sad decision way that has been taken, it is political and NDC for per se. Now I want to say this, and it needs to be said. Say NDC for the omoko for embassy wabe ejuma. Now are qualified to do that job. Why not? Say a black wabe for NDC for are qualified. professional. Good with a customer service job. They do not basically mix a private work with their work. No embassy. Ghana form NDC for legitimate. Why not? Now then NDC for qualify some Ghana for. So this kind of politics now NPP, you know. I always tell Ghana for say, and especially the NDC, don't fall for this stupid politics. You have to chrome her. And another damn quick for about power. We saw what happened at the Ghana embassy. Ya wan call for more Ghana embassy. We call them home ni medjuma mo ye. Omne na mo hon kwasi afo. Yes, I tam sika mo adentra. Ne ye the party echi and na New York ye NPP for. And ye do consulate. And ye do embassy. And omudi kwasi asem. I want to tell the minister something. Say, who NDC for me qualified. Who NDC for me willing to be professional in their job. So who NDC for betuma ye adwuma na atigana enim a Ghana ni betuma ba embassy wo ema ne nsaka ne passport the data will be protected. The embassy will run as a professional entity. The embassy will have the right things done. So when you know NDC for employ them and put them in the embassies. As far as they all qualify, almost you Ghana for, because you see, and NPP for Ghana for. It is our argument metia na NPP for kase I NDC for cause NDC for be embassy na come go Somalia formula. So I will tell the minister, you should not even shy from this. Tell them, yes, if there's an NDC person who is qualified to do this job, I will bring the NDC person in to do the job and make sure Ghana for enya edian sa emfaso. That is what we need. We don't care whether NDC and NPP need a embassy. We want the best of services. So your NDC now be ejuma say we am pay. Na say me passport ne ba. Na that same day mo receive passport no. Now be frame catch am so mo receive. Ma bring me code. Na me to me track my passport. Na be so I don't care who is an MPP or NDC at the embassy. What I care about is that the professionalism level is high. So a black one the NDC should not shy away. If they have NDC for correct. Professionals. Bring them to the Ghana embassy in Washington DC. Spread them around the world. Let them go and do the job. Efficient embassy. We don't care about which political party who belongs to, because every embassy you go in the world around the world, they Ghana Diano. Sa embassy or MPP ni anywhere in this new. You cannot tell me say embassy be any Ghana wa any NDC ni MPP ni ho. It is right. And I'm telling the minister respectfully, if you have NDC form you're qualified, the experience, they will let the work be easy for us Ghanaians. Send a banner be jumana, your passports ba, your visa na, your passport na, and let them come and do their job. In fact, for NDC for I'll monitor omo. Do not follow this nonsense party and their stupid statements. And I'll cover NDC for now. NDC for Somalia. NDC for Taiwan. MPP for Jimmy. You see, they always accuse people of the things they do. So let's study MPP for. Because the party was built out of jamdam, no. Every day, biano, person will try to paso because that is what they believe in. Into adebi omo ye biano and adebi oma ye biano. That is what they always want to accuse people of. It is not this MPP ni kase way from for. Adena why no or accusing somebody on. So what is the MPP ni kase? Wait, wakota die Dubai. Na say adena oni se the party for ni yeno and o person the two so. That is what the MPP is. Omo ye Jimmy for. They are not intelligent. Yeah, they are minus almost 8 years. Oma destroy embassies we are seeing in Ghana embassies. Take it from them. Give it to NDC for me ready and make those people lead the embassies and do a professional job. That's all.